Hi everyone, welcome to Melissa's Home Cooking. How you're doing? I hope you're all keeping well. Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a very easy Cob Loaf. We are just going to using a bowl and a hand to make them. Of course, if you have a bread maker, it will make the process faster. You don't have to knead it by hand. So if you have a bread maker, you can just put all the ingredients in and just use the dough cycle. Or even if you have a mixer, you can do the same, mix the dough up using a mixer. Otherwise, I'm just going to show you how to use just the simple method using a bowl and knead it by hand. So we have here in front of us 1 cup or 250 ml of warm water, 1.5 teaspoon of dry instant yeast. We have 2 teaspoons of sugar, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then we have the bowl and 20 centimeter size cake tin or 8 inch, and then extra flour for dusting on top of the loaf. So let's get started. So firstly, in a big bowl, we're going to put in the warm water, yeast, and the sugar, and we're going to whisk that gently. We're going to leave it to rest for about 5 minutes. While the yeast mixture is resting for about 5 minutes, we're going to add in the salt into the flour and give it a whisk on that. So it's all mixed in. So now after 5 minutes, we are going to add in the flour. Which has already been whisked with the salt and mix everything in. Until the dough comes together in the bowl. If you think the dough is a bit dry and not coming together, you can actually add in a little bit, tiny bit of water to mix it all in. So just tiny bit of water, warm water, and mix it in. You want the dough to come together. It's just depending on what type of flour you're using. Different flour and different brand of flour have different absorption of liquid. So now the dough has come together. We're going to knead this on a flour surface for about 10 minutes. A bit of flour and just knead it. So now after 10 minutes, we are just going to shape the dough into the bowl. If you punch the hole in the middle, it should bounce back. That means the dough is ready to be proof. So in a bowl, just add in some oil. Grease the bowl with oil, and we are just going to put the dough inside and just cover them with plastic wrap, and I'm going to leave it in a room temperature or that is warm, and let it double in size. If it's you can't find a place to put this dough so that it will proof, just heat up your oven to 50 degrees Celsius and just put it in there until the dough is double in size. So now the dough has double in size, as you can see, and make sure you line a 20 centimeter or 8 inch cake tin with baking paper or just grease it. So now we're going to punch the dough and I'm going to take it out. Okay, quick. And we're just going to make it into a ball. So now we're just going to make it into a ball and we're just going to put it in to the cake tin. So with a knife we're just going to do crisscross just all the bread. Okay, and then now we are going to cover it back with the mustard wrap and going to leave it back in a warm room temperature until it's double in size for 30 to 40 minutes. 10 minutes before the proofing is finished, make sure you preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius when baked. So now as you can see, the dough has doubled in size. So we have already preheated the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. So we're just gonna sprinkle a bit of flour on top. And we're gonna bake this for about 30 to 40 minutes depending. So now we are going to put in the oven and bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's light golden brown. So now the oven is preheated to 200 degrees Celsius. We are just going to put it in the oven and let it bake for about 20. We'll just try for 15 minutes and see how it goes. So now the bread is all baked already. We can take it out of the oven and let it cool down. As you can see, it's all light brown. So we can just take it out and let it cool on a cooling rack before we can serve it cut into a sandwich, or we can use it as a Cob loaf with cut in the middle for and putting dipping in the inside. So refer to my next video on how to do it as a Cob loaf with dipping sauce. So here's our Cob loaf all baked already. Just to make sure that it's baked properly, you can just tap the bottom of the loaf and you can hear the hollow sound. So you can just tip it over. Here's our Cob loaf already. I hope you enjoyed today's baking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I look forward to see you again next time. And do check out my next video on how to do a dip to put. We're going to use this Cob loaf as and put a dipping sauce inside it. So do check out my next video how to do that. Enjoy and look forward to see you again next time.